It's time to shake the focus up. Sick of being sick and tired, tell me if you had enough. Yeah, it's Shooks in the building now. We ain't missing nothing, we gon' catch you if they kind of rough.
It's good, y'all. What is good? Thanks for tuning in and welcome back to another episode. And we're gonna kick this one off taking a look at the Dovu price here. We love it. It's been moving just as Hedera does. 245% on the 30-day, 361 on the year. Fantastic. And what I'm liking is if you look at where we was at last year when we flipped over into 2024, we came in, we was almost a 10x down from where we are now. We was at 302, and then it ended up shooting all the way up. By the time the end of February was there, it shot up to what was that, 5% of a penny, 2 zeros 5. So shaved a whole zero. For this year we're starting out 2 zeros 1 at about that 1 or 2%. So this is man, if we get this extra liquidity coming in, this could be very, very nice. And I would be looking to see if Dovu can beat what it did up here. That would be insane. But still love my Dovu rewards. I ain't even touched it yet because this bad boy, it's already showed me what it can do. So I'm chilling. If I be sitting here collecting staking rewards for the next year, I don't even care. I was just playing. But this is loving this. So let's go ahead and get into, we'll take a look at it from this view for those of y'all who like that chart view a little bit more. Get to see your candles. Y'all know I'm not really a candle guy, but I know some of y'all is. You can see it here. It's the same thing, right? Be interesting to see where our volume was at during that time. What was we doing for volume? So yeah, coming into 2024, it was what, 72,000. We said about 100,000 in volume coming in, and then that bad boy shot up. Start getting some big buys. We got up to a million, almost 1.5 million and a half in volume. Where we at right now? And right now we at 336,000. So we headed into 2025 with more volume than we had headed into 2024. Almost double the volume. So this is gonna be super interesting to see what happens here. Super interesting. So let's go ahead and get into what we got for the content today. Remember, the Amplified World thing is going on. You can register for AMPS tokens just by going over to the website. It's just an email. Tell a little bit about yourself. If you're an artist, a fan, a music professional, or otherwise, and then drop an email address. Then you should receive an email confirmation. Let you know that your AMPS are pending. So something to think about if you're interested there. I'm not yet sure if there's going to be some kind of bonus for holding Dovu and AMPS at the same time, but Irvine, the way that he said this here kind of makes me think that something might be brewing. If you hold Dovu, you may want to register for the AMPS token ahead of Amplified World, or maybe maybe there was a prize or something involved there. Not sure. So it's something to keep in mind. The Amplified World, they got that going on now. So let's go ahead and hop over into this content.
Okay, so our team, you may have met Irvine Watkins. He is our co-founder and CEO, and Irvine is an entrepreneur. He's founded multiple companies. He's also an ex-Dell executive, and obviously very knowledgeable on Web3 and technology.
All right, so we'll get started over here with the main man himself, Mr. Irvine Watkins. So if we scroll on down here, we can see CEO and founder of Dovu. Already know this. And then we've got the Amplify.link, which again is the Amplify World stuff here. Scroll down, we've got the chair of TapX, full time. Checking out TapX here. So TapX is meant to A company meant to help boost your reviews and followers. A quick Crunchbase read. TapX is a Web3 brand that uses Web3 marketing tools to grow its community, improve social performance, and increase user engagement. They're Web3 connecting their wallets and saving their brands. They connect partners, projects, communities, influencers, and users in one place. So that makes a lot of sense. Obviously, that experience would come in handy with the Amplify World stuff that's going on, and of course, the Zeely platform. Zeely, the community growth platform that's going on that a lot of projects are jumping into right now. So good experience to have there. Cool, an interesting one that we'll talk about in a little bit here. And then this one right here, Strategic Business Unit Director at Computer Center. So the host here said that Irvine was a former Dell executive. I couldn't exactly find Dell, but not to say that that didn't happen, because LinkedIn ain't the end all be all. But what's interesting here is that Computer Center is Computer Center and Dell Technologies have been helping organizations get the most from their technology for more than 30 years. They've got a 30-year partnership here. And Computer Center also just won this award here, Partner of the Year at the Belgium event. From the core to the edge and into the cloud, Computer Center maximizes data availability and optimizes infrastructure capacity to deliver greater business value. By combining Computer Center's comprehensive services with Dell Technologies' innovative solutions, they help their customers' digital transformations by enabling their people and their business. So, Computer Center and Dell, partners for over 30 years. Now, why does that matter? Why are we even banging on that door? Because Dell is on the Hedera Governing Council. So now we got some familiarity there. There's a high probability that if he were to have to do an interaction with Dell, he would already be familiar with some of the execs who work over there. So very good to have that. Let's go ahead and move on to the next member of the team here.
Our other co-founder, Christina Maliva, she's our chief operating officer. She's a lawyer and also an entrepreneur, and she's worked with both large enterprises as well as startups, and specializes in privacy, technology, compliance law, and obviously has a specific interest in blockchain technology and smart contracts. And of course, all of that is very relevant and comes in handy.
Taking a look at the next team member here, we got Christina Maliva, or Maleva. Hopefully I'm saying that at least close. We can see here founder, CEO, and COO at Dovu. Of course, we know this. Got some legal experience. That was talked about in the intro there. What's interesting here is this TAP. So we know TapX had a totally different description than his personal privacy solutions, but Irvine had that Tap My Data that I was having some trouble locating. Maybe there's some similarity there. And then if we keep going here, let's see, Simple Web Mobility Open Blockchain Initiative. We can see she got that blockchain experience. That's good. And right here, Head of Legal and HR and Company Secretary at Cool or Cool. So the Company Secretary at Cool. Let's go look over here. When was Irvine there? So this was from 2015 to 2016. Irvine was there up until 2016. He was the founder and COO, so she was the company head of legal and company secretary. Okay, so there's a chance that they already have experience working together. I wonder if I heard him say that in an interview before. But so these two probably already have experience working together. And then if we look at that other one, TAP, what was the time in here? Board member at TAP from 2018 to August of 2022. When was Irvine at the Tap My Data place? 2018. But he left in 2020. So it'd be interesting to see if they work together in whatever went on with this TAP place here, because she was a board member and he was the chairman. So they had already had prior experience, it would make sense. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. And so if we take a quick look at this Cool. What is this? So Bristol born, looks like the right area. We're an independent advertising technology company born in the UK's creative hub over 10 years ago. Bristol is home to Cool HQ, and we also have a great commercial team in London. So, all right, independent advertising technology company. So we can almost see where all of their experience can come into play here with Dovu and Amplify World. Let's go ahead and move on to the last member of the team, last but not least.
Our CTO, Matt Smithies, is a really exceptional full stack engineer, and he has a really deep understanding of all types of distributed ledger tech. He's actually built a lot of products in his past for enterprises and startups, and really dozens of successful apps and enterprise grade software. So we really have the best technical team as well.
All right, let's take a look at Matt here. He says, I'm a technical polyglot, unmatched in creative problem solving. Leveraging technology, I engineer transformative yet simple applications like no one else. On occasion, I consult to turn the most complex real-world challenges into elegantly simple solutions. As the CTO of Dovu, my primary mission is to disrupt and scale the green credit markets. We've optimized the process to make issuing carbon offsets 95% faster than conventional methods. Our system is designed for simplicity, eliminating the need for specialized knowledge, making green credits accessible to all. And checking out Matt's profile in here, you'll see that he has been, so obviously he had the University of Plymouth, right? And then he's working for Dovu. So much Matt has developed on like every platform. Check this out. So the CTO of Dovu, we know that. Maybe I do actually need to hit this to show. Oh, that would just be more Dovu experiences. Let's scroll down here. Let's take it from the bottom. Show all 17. So what's really interesting here is just starting off, his capstone at college was kind of crazy. So it's supposed to be testing a non-abrasive grip solution for skateboards, which ended up having some kind of spot GPS component. And then the project was accepted by the Child Exploitation and Online Protection Center. What a wild ride that must have been. Like, what? Did some freelance software consulting, Android development. Senior dev there, mobile dev lead at BlockMason. I believe they do blockchain there. Yep, blockchain requests for private keys. More blockchain development with Simple Web. Bam, this right here got interesting. Tap, take back control of your data. Look at it in here. Website tapmydata.com. So it's looking to me like all three of them may have worked together at Tap. When we look at it here, so Matt was there in June of 2018. We go to Irvine. Irvine Tap My Data September of 2018. We go to Christina, Tap July of 2018. So very interesting. June, July, September of the same year. So there's a good chance that they have worked together at least in a small capacity before, if not just familiar backgrounds, and so that'll always aid the team as well. And we're gonna have Matt go ahead and tell us a little bit about how this Guardian integration works, because I think it's going to paint the picture that you're not getting the Guardian without Dovu. Let's take a look at how he describes this stack here.
We had some really good questions that came out from the community. People are obviously really engaged and curious about what you guys have going on. What's the nature of the relationship between Dovu and the Hedera Guardian and their respective roles? So can you give us a recap on what Dovu and Dovu OS are?
The best kind of visual is that it's layer 2 on Hedera.
So this kind of clicked off real fast, but you can find this under the Guardian information on the website.
Dovu OS. Dovu is obviously, everyone knows we have the token, we're working on sustainability, but something we've been obviously pushing over the last year is this concept of an operation system for sustainability. In short, like when we talk about OS or the operation system, we kind of think about it as a stack, or a stack of different technologies that work together that people can plug into, almost like your Apple or your Windows. And of course, the Guardian is in that, Hedera is in that, the tools that we're building are in that, marketplaces are in that. That vision is slowly becoming a reality.
Okay,
In order to use the Guardian,
what did he say?
Hedera is in that, the tools, and of course, the Guardian is in that. Hedera is in that, the tools that we're building are in that, marketplaces are in that. That vision is slowly becoming a reality. In order to
So Dovu is that layer 2, and then the Guardian, along with some integrations from Hedera, run on Dovu OS. And he mentioned that the projects are in the project marketplaces are also tied into that. So they're pretty intertwined to this point. For that functionality to work, they're all essential. So Dovu is very important to the Guardian project, and Hedera for that matter. So why don't we go ahead and I haven't played it on this channel before, but it is an old video. But we'll go ahead and let the head of global policy at Hedera, we'll listen to her give her speech and see if Dovu was important enough to be mentioned there. Until next time, don't get shook. Stay focused. And I'm out.
For the open source Hedera network. Hedera is a fast and green distributed ledger or public blockchain. Hedera provides a layer of trusted internet infrastructure for applications with real-world impact. It is not possible to use the traditional financial system to send fractions of a penny quickly, efficiently, and globally. To solve this problem, public blockchains use a digital asset or cryptocurrency to rapidly transfer value. The cryptocurrency serves as a fuel on which the network runs. The key takeaway here is that public blockchains need digital assets to operate. The ability of blockchains to provide trusted and time-stamped records enables people to store, track, and monitor data in new and powerful ways. 3 examples of products running on the Hedera network include the Dovu marketplace that allows farmers to generate additional income from actions like changing farming techniques and planting additional crops. Their actions are tokenized as carbon credits to fund carbon-reducing projects.
Testimony, you talk about how several organizations are using Hedera network to improve their businesses. Can you elaborate on a project or two who utilize your network to accomplish daily or commercial activities?
Thank you, Chairman, for this question. I included a few use cases in the testimony. One was Dovu, which allows farmers to tokenize the work that they're doing. So let's say they have a regular crop and they plant additional flowers around the edge that has different environmental benefits and carbon benefits. They can tokenize that and sell it as an offset. They can, if they decide to drill instead of tilling, they can tokenize that changed farming technique and make money on it. It's really fascinating. And